Genesis chapter 42. And Jacob sees that there is grain in Egypt. And Jacob says to his sons, "Why do you look at each other?" He also says, "Behold, I have heard that there is grain in Egypt. Go down there and buy for us from there, and we live, and do not die." And the 10 brothers of Joseph go down to buy grain in Egypt, and Benjamin, Joseph's brother, Jacob has not sent with his brothers. For, he said, lest harm meet him. And the sons of Israel come to buy in the midst of those coming, for the famine has been in the land of Canaan. And Joseph is the ruler over the land, he who is selling to all the people of the land. And Joseph's brothers come and bow themselves to him, face to the earth. And Joseph sees his brothers and discerns them, and makes himself strange to them, and speaks sharp things with them, and says to them, "From where have you come?" And they say, "From the land of Canaan, to buy food." And Joseph discerns his brothers, but they have not discerned him. And Joseph remembers the dreams which he had dreamed of them, and says to them, "You are spies. You have come to see the nakedness of the land." And they say to him, "No, my lord, but your servants have come to buy food. We are all of us sons of one man. We are right men. Your servants have not been spies." And he says to them, "No, but you have come to see the nakedness of the land." And they say, "Your servants are 12 brothers. We are sons of one man in the land of Canaan, and behold, the young one is with our father today, and one is not." And Joseph says to them, "This is that which I have spoken to you, saying, You are spies. By this you are proved. As Pharaoh lives, if you go out from this, except by your young brother coming here, send one of you, and let him bring your brother, and you remain bound, and let your words be proved, whether truth be with you. And if not, as Pharaoh lives, surely you are spies." And he gathers them into confinement for 3 days. And Joseph says to them on the 3rd day, "Do this and live. I fear God. If you are right men, let one of your brothers be bound in the house of your confinement, and you go, carry in grain for the famine of your house, and you bring your brother to me, and your words are established, and you do not die." And they do so. And they say to one another, "Truly, we are guilty concerning our brother, because we saw the distress of his soul in making supplication to us, and we did not listen. Therefore this distress has come on us." And Reuben answers them, saying, "Did I not speak to you, saying, Do not sin against the boy? And you did not listen, and his blood also, behold, it is required." And they have not known that Joseph understands, for the interpreter is between them. And he turns around from them and weeps, and turns back to them and speaks to them, and takes Simeon from them, and binds him before their eyes. And Joseph commands, and they fill their vessels with grain, also to put back the money of each of them into his sack, and to give them provision for the way, and one does to them so. And they lift up their grain on their donkeys, and go from there. And the one opens his sack to give provender to his donkey at a lodging place. And he sees his money, and behold, it is in the mouth of his bag. And he says to his brothers, "My money has been put back, and also, behold, in my bag." And their heart goes out, and they tremble to one another, saying, "What is this God has done to us?" And they come to their father Jacob to the land of Canaan, and they declare to him all the things meeting them, saying, "The man, the Lord of the land, has spoken with us sharp things, and he makes us as spies of the land. And we say to him, We are right men. We have not been spies. We are 12 brothers, sons of our father. One is not, and the young one is today with our father in the land of Canaan." And the man, the Lord of the land, says to us, "By this I know that you are right men. Leave one of your brothers with me, and take for the famine of your houses, and go. And bring your young brother to me, and I know that you are not spies, but you are right men. I give your brother to you, and you trade with the land." And it comes to pass they are emptying their sacks, and behold, the bundle of each man's silver is in his sack. And they see their bundles of silver, they and their father, and are afraid. And their father Jacob says to them, "You have bereaved me. Joseph is not, and Simeon is not, and Benjamin you take. All these things have been against me. And Reuben speaks to his father, saying, You put to death my 2 sons, if I do not bring him to you. Give him into my hand, and I bring him back to you. And he says, My son does not go with you, for his brother is dead, and he by himself is left. When harm has met him in the way in which you go, then you have brought down my gray hairs in sorrow to Sheol.